Hey everybody, this is Private Dancer from Strength in Numbers, and I just wanted to share with you one of the latest updates to the hangar of Star Citizen. As most of you know, Gamescom is underway, and today there was a live stream where they introduced all the new variants to the Constellation model. It's one of my favorite ships that I have for sure, and this is the completely redone and reworked version for the game. The one that we will be flying in Persistent Universe. So as you can see, it's a little dark right now in the hangar, but it's actually got a lot of changes to it. One being that the P-52 is on the outside of this. This version here that you're seeing of the Constellation as a whole is the Andromeda, which if you've already pledged for the ship, you would already have this version. Otherwise, this is kind of the standard model. There's a lower model called the Taurus, which is primarily for hauling, whereas this will be kind of your multi-purpose ship. It's got 2 turrets, holds lots of missiles, and holds some cargo as well, and including, of course, the P-52. So, trying to figure out what that did there, and that drops down the cargo bay where you'll be able to load your cargo on and off, as well as other items as well. Such as in the other versions like the Aquila and the Phoenix, the luxury model, you'll be able to have a rover that fits inside there as well that you can take with you. So anyways, it was pretty cool to see that, and that's able to drop down, and it's fully interactive for you to be able to use. I'll get that back up in there. Now, as we see, we did the little landing pad here. You can now actually step onto it, whereas before you kind of had to jump because it wasn't very well modeled into the world. So let's get up into the ship. Alright, so inside, initially, doesn't look like they changed very much, at least from here. A little bit difference in lighting. As we keep going forward, the seats basically look the same, maybe some extra furniture there. And of course these, pilot seat and your co-pilot seat look the same. I tried to, as best I could, get into the turrets, but it wasn't letting me, so that's something that they're going to have to fix here. These are still very early models. They're just mostly done and furnished, and so some of these animations and other items will come, of course, in some later patches as well as being able to get your seats turned around, because as you can see here, I had a little bit of trouble getting them to move, but we are able to move around in them and check them out, and you can sit in them as well. As I will try to prove here if I can ever actually get into one of these seats. As you can see here, the animation pretty much the same as it was before, pretty much the same panels, slightly different texture now that we have all the new texturing features enabled. So here's a view from the outside, zoomed out a little ways. Looks a little bit different. They definitely darkened up the textures a little bit. I guess give it a little more space camouflage. A view of the front looks pretty much the same. And so pretty much, again, cockpit, all pretty close to, if not the same as it was before. But this is where you'll start seeing some changes in the ship as we progress backwards towards the rear of the ship. Over here we have our table / living quarters. You can actually even sit down in this, just like this. Not much you can actually do from here, but you know, for fun you can sit down and put your elbows on the table and relax. One of the things you'll see here, as soon as I get out of this chair, is that they move the beds / escape pods up towards the front, like fully making this basically your living quarters and separating you from the cargo, so you have all your escape bays here. Apparently we have very shiny mattresses. It'll take a second, you're going to crawl in here, you know, fluff up your pillow a little bit. Of course, you lay down in here. Again, not much you can do, at least for the time being. Eventually, these will be escape pods, being if you get into trouble, you can try to get out of the ship without dying or getting injured. And one of the other cool things is with these top bunks, they added a little extra ladder for you to get up to the top. Otherwise, bottom bunk still the same. Now we can go through, and here is our new cargo hold. A little bit of glitch here with the door. It's pretty funny, kind of got stuck open. As we move around the ship, you can see they painted some extra decals for lines for the walkway. There is one of the hatches, I'm assuming for docking. We go through these right now, have no purpose. And again, there's where we're going to put all of our cargo and other miscellaneous items we might transport. Back here, we have our new and improved engine bay, which before was a bathroom. But I guess SIG decided we didn't need it, which is fine with me. So back here, they were talking about the possibility of having somebody, like an engineer, be able to repair the ship. And this little pod thing right here in front of me right now is supposed to be how you get down into your P-52 fighter and be able to launch straight off the back of the ship from there. Otherwise, right now, there's not much you can do back here, but you know, eventually that'll all be tied in, which will be nice to see. Got some nice little warning labels that they put up here, which are, you know, just fun little things that they do to help, you know, bring you further into the game and into the ship. So I'm going to poke around in the ship a little bit more and show you one quick look on the outside, and then the video will be over. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video, and we'll talk to you later.